Hi, guys, and welcome to my little podcast. I am currently in the midst of a little mini series. We're talking all about the 28-day cycle and menstruation. Whether you are a person who does menstruate or not, it's going to help either way, because if you do menstruate, you are knowing what's going on in your body and you can do what is best to help support what's going on anatomically within your body. If you are someone who doesn't menstruate, you are starting to understand what is going on in someone who does. So you're kind of learning what's going on in the cycle, what that body is going through. And sort of having an idea of what their hormones are doing and when they're feeling good and when they may not be feeling quite so good. And that takes me quite nicely onto the luteal phase, which is just before your period. This is my least favorite phase, and annoyingly, it's the longest in the cycle. So let's get started, let's talk about it, and I will see you on the other side. Hi, my name is Meg, and you are listening to the Wellness Musings with Meg podcast. I am a fully qualified beautician and yoga teacher who has studied and worked in health and wellness since 2017. I have been obsessed with wellness my entire life and have always wanted to share my passions more. If you love health, wellness, and yoga and want to learn more, this podcast is for you. I will be bringing you all things wellness, from diet and lifestyle to beauty tips and tricks, and of course, yoga as well. So grab yourself a green tea and find a tranquil spot, and let's jump in. Oh, the luteal phase. Yes, this is the sneaky phase that I didn't really know was a thing until I started doing all of this research. Annoyingly, it's the longest phase, and I think because I find it hits me very hard. So I will be in my late follicular and ovulation phase. Life is good. I'm feeling great. Even after my menstruation, I think, like I said in my past episodes, because there's a physical symptom going on, I'm like, okay, so I can be kind to myself here. I can take a step back. And then I get into my late follicular and ovulation phase. Life is good. I'm feeling great. And I'm in my mind thinking, okay, well, I'm not going to feel crap until I start my period again. This could not be more wrong, especially for me. And this is when the luteal phase blew my little mind, because I was not taught about it in school. I was not taught about the different phases of the cycle in school. And so I just assumed that when you're actually menstruating is the only time you're allowed to feel crap. Maybe a couple of days beforehand, where people call it like PMSing, but I did not realize that the luteal phase can be from day 15 to 28. It can be even more than that. It can be a really long period of time. I mean, 15 to 28, how many days is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. If someone's better at maths than I am, they will have sat there and worked that out a lot quicker than me. 2 weeks of every month feeling crap. Luteal phase, not a good time. No, I'm just kidding. But then after that, you have your menstruation phase, and we all feel a bit crap when we go through that as well. So this phase sneaks up on you, and I will all of a sudden just go from a day where I'm like absolutely fine, and then the next day I'm like, oh my God. And funnily enough, this day was yesterday, where I felt like sitting in a corner and crying. I wanted to hide away. I didn't want to see anyone do anything. I felt disgusting. I hated my body. And I'm like, what's going on? Yesterday, life was amazing. I was woke up, I had energy, I was ready to go. Today, I want to eat everything and kill everyone. What has happened here? And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't start my period for like another 2 weeks. Why am I feeling like this? It's the luteal phase. I get it now. I get why everybody is like this. And it happens to me every single month. So now I know what I know. I find it very interesting. And this is why I wanted to create this series and just be like, let's get this out there. Because if any woman is like me and they don't understand why they all of a sudden that shift and that mood changes, but there's no physical symptom, It's okay. You're not wrong. There's nothing wrong with your brain. It could just be that you're in your luteal phase. It can cause a range of emotions from serenity to an emotional storm, and your estrogen levels fall and your progesterone levels rise, which can lead to low energy and low mood. I actually found that really fascinating because when I used to be on the mini pill, it was the progesterone only, or how, I mean, I still can't pronounce it now. Progesterone. It was a progesterone only mini pill. And I felt crap all the time on it. So, yes, I wasn't having an actual period, but I was so, funnily enough, now that I put two and two together, I felt as crap um, all the time on that as I do whenever I get into my luteal phase, which is in crazy that that was a progesterone only pill, and during the luteal phase your progesterone levels rise. So clearly my body does not like progesterone, and I just wanted to eat everything I could get my hands on all of the time. I felt really like emotional, angry, tired, every symptom that we have in the luteal phase. And I put on quite a bit of weight, so I then felt really uncomfortable in my body, which my doctor did tell me was a possibility that it would happen, but I just didn't realize how much it would affect me. And I ended up coming off that pill, or any pill, and that was the best decision I ever made for my own wellness. And this was quite a few years ago. And yeah, so it's fascinating to me that during the luteal phase, your progesterone rises, and that's what your mini pill, or what the mini pill can be. Sometimes you can have the progesterone only pill. It can also make the body more sensitive to blood sugar changes, which is why you often get mood swings and food cravings, which again, when I was on that mini pill all the time, I just wanted to eat everything and kill everyone. I was so miserable all of the time. And granted, when I'm in my luteal phase now, I don't get quite that bad, or as bad as I used to be. But I can certainly see where the links are in my emotions and things like that. Um, During this time, though, it is important to be aware that your body actually needs more calories. It's preparing for menstruation. So it's getting your body ready to go through quite a big physical change. I mean, you bleed for like 3 to 7 days. There is no, there is no other body part that could continuously bleed for 3 to 7 days and you wouldn't just bleed out. Like, it's insane what your body goes through. But some of the best things you can have when you are in your luteal phase is hickory and pine nuts and walnuts. Onions are supposed to be the best thing you can have. I'm talking like your white onions and your red onions. Apparently, as well, if you have PCOS, it's really good for that as well. Onions are supposed to be good for that, but I've not done much research into it and I don't know that much about it. But just as a little sideline of what I'd read, like there was a lot of positivity between onions and helping with that. Radishes, cauliflower, ginger, peppermint is meant to be really helpful, cucumber because it's high in water, squash and sweet potatoes, mint, spirulina is supposed to be really, really helpful. Pears, dates, apples, leeks, chickpeas, maple syrup and avocado, lime, garlic, sprouts, watercress, peaches, rice, and bananas. So, plenty there. And I think at some point I am going to create I don't know whether to do like a little cookbook, or whether to do like, okay, truth be told, I am in the process of waiting for a different book to potentially become available on Amazon. Sneaky, sneaky. Actually, by the time this comes out, you guys will know about this book. So hopefully, I'm waiting for them to clear it. They might decide that they don't want to publish it. So potentially that could be on the Amazon market. And yeah, maybe if that does go onto the market, I might look at doing a book that talks about different recipes and ways that you can support your different phases in your cycle. Um, we'll see. If not, maybe I'll do a YouTube series, or maybe I'll do both. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, what you'd like me to do. From here, so, our next episode, I'm going to be talking a little bit about yoga and being on your time of the month. And I'm also going to be talking a little bit about exercise as well. So, that will just be probably one episode, or maybe I'll do the yoga as one, and then I'll do like exercise in general as another. I don't know. But anyway, I will see you next week where we will talk a little bit more about exercising and what best things you can do during your times of the month. And yeah, I look forward to talking with you next week. Thanks. Bye.